Morning guys, another phonics lesson, 2 down. This will be 2 down, 2 to go for this week until half term. So after yesterday's can you spot the tricky words on the screen, I have jumbled some of them up. Okay, so I want you to pause the video in a minute and I want you to can you work out what these tricky words are? Okay, so pause the video now and I will go through them afterwards. Go. Okay, so superb. Hopefully you haven't cheated. Hopefully you've had a go at all of them. So let's have a go. Let's tell you which one's it. So roo is actually hour. Okay. Eefender is friend. Okay. Eossum is some. Kaz is ask. Ethera is there. I've chosen these ones because these are the ones that people are still finding difficult to spell. Okay. One. Once. If you've got these right, you can tick them. Because this one. This is pull. And put. And love. And house. 3 more to go. Why can't I think of that one? Here. Even I'd forgotten that one for a second. Where. And then the last one is school. Okay, perfect. So hopefully you'll have those written in your book. If you've not got any of them right, just put the correct spelling next to the one that you've done so that you can see that no, you didn't get it right the first time, you've got it right the second time just by copying the word. Right then, what are we going to learn today? Well, first of all, we're going to go back over our sheet from yesterday. So I'm going to get my clock up again, if I can find it. Okay, and you've already got some words written on your sheet. You cannot use the same ones, but if you think about it, you did both the E and the E sounds, both of those sounds yesterday. You might remember some words with those E sounds in. Okay, so your 1 minute starts now. So remember, you're not adding the same words in. You're coming up with different words this time. How many extra words? You can do it in a different pen if you want to, so I can see which ones you've done on different days. All right, you've almost had half your time. Okay, you've got 20 seconds left. I'm hoping that you've got something in every box. Hopefully by the end of the week you will definitely have something in every box. 10 seconds left. 2, 1, and stop. Pencil down. Okay, we'll come back to this tomorrow after we've learnt today's 2 sounds. So, before we move on to today's 2 E sounds, because we're going to do 2 a day, I want you to write 6 words in your book for me. I've got some pictures here. I've got a picture of the sea, a seal, the Queen, a bee, the beach, and some feet. And I want you to choose the correct spelling for each one. So is it the EA or is it the EE for sea? Okay, and for this type of sea. And I want you to do it for all 6 words. So pause the video now and write those 6 words in your book. Okay, Brilliant stuff. Right then. So this kind of C, as in the wavy C, is that C sound. This one is what we do with our eyes. Seal, it's EA for seal. For queen, it is double E, not EA. And the same for B. Okay. Beach, where we build sandcastles, is that kind of E sound. This one is a name of a tree. And then for feet, it is also double E. This feat is when you do something amazing. You might perform an amazing feat, something brilliant. But the ones that are highlighted are the spellings for these particular words. So well done. If you've got those, you can tick the ones you got right if you want to. Okay. So what E sounds are we looking at today? Well, yesterday we covered EE and EA. Today we're going to look at these sounds. Okay. And there's not going to be very much reading to do. I'm going to give you the rules. Okay. So, IE does have a rule. If we use the it and the eh together as an E sound, it comes in the middle of words, and it's usually, not always, but it's usually found before an F. Or no, not before. Yeah, before an F, before the LD, or before VE. Now it does come in some other ones, and it can come at the end of a word as well. Excuse me for me yawning so early on in the morning. So we're going to be looking for those sounds, and the activity we have today for your in your pack is all to do with this E sound. The other one we're going to have a look at is the split digraph. Now, the split digraph is not very common. There's very few words with it in. I'm going to get you to spell some of those words in a minute. But the sound comes in the middle, but the E comes at the end, just like with the split digraph for A that we did last week. Okay? So with those in mind, it's spelling time. Okay? Now I'm going to give you 8 words. Okay? Some of them will have the split digraph in, and some of them will have the IE in. So you might want to do this in your book, so you've got 2 columns, or you can just write them down the page. It's, you know, in whatever order in the order I say, so it's absolutely fine. I'm going to say the word, you're going to have a go at writing it, then I'm going to tell you how to spell it. If you spell it incorrectly, or if you choose the wrong E sound, then just write it correctly next to it. Don't rub anything out, just write it next to it. So then I can see actually that you got it wrong the first time, but you've corrected it. So the first word I'm going to get you to do is even. Even. Okay, now I'm going to give you a clue. There is no L. It's the split digraph. Okay, so even. Even. And actually the split digraph doesn't come at the end on this word either. Okay, you've all had a go at writing that. So the split digraph for even is E. There's our split digraph. And it's the V in the middle with an N afterwards. So even. Okay. The next word I want you to spell is thief. Thief. So if we go back to our rules, if the word ends with an F, an uld, or a V, we're going to be using this E sound. So thief. Thief. Go. Okay, if you still need a little bit more time, pause it, because I'm going to start writing the word now. So thief. Really tricky one, because it starts off with the TH, which I'm joining because it's a digraph. Then we've got the E sound. And then we've got the F sound. The F. So it's E, F, Please don't tell me anybody's put an F at the beginning. That would be thief. It's all about where you put your tongue. When you stick your tongue out, it's a TH. When you keep your tongue inside your mouth, it's an H, and it's thief. Thief. Okay, next one is shield. Shield. Now, is it shield with an IE or shield with a split digraph? Shield. Okay, pause if you haven't finished. But shield is spelt S-H, then the I-E for the E sound, and then we finish with L and D. So it's a sh-e-l-d, shield. Well done, anybody who's got all three of these right so far. Okay, the next word is quite a long word, complete. Complete. I want to complete my video game. Complete. Okay, so you've all had a go at writing complete. Complete has the split digraph in, so it's C-O-M, com, P-L. Then we've got our E split digraph with the T in the middle. Complete. Okay. On to our fifth word, and remember there are 8 altogether. Okay, I want you to spell these, as in these apples are okay to eat, or these children have been naughty at playtime. These. These. Okay, everybody done that? Well, these has a S on the end, so it can't be, or an S sound at the end, so it can't be this one, so it's split digraph, and it's a tricky one because it's TH to start with, then our E sound with an S in the middle. These. Okay, right, let's go back to a nice easy one. Can you spell the word chief? Chief. Which one do you think? Chief or chief? Look at the words we've got so far, it might give you a clue. Chief. Okay, if you're still not sure and you want a bit of extra time, pause it because I'm going to go through the word. Ch at the start. Then our E sound. And then the F. Chief. Okay? Like thief. Chief. Ch, E, F, chief. Okay, 2 more to go. First one I want you to spell, tricky one this, extreme. Extreme. Now I'm actually going to give you the sound, it's this one, and I'm even going to give you the sound buttons to see if you can do it. Extreme. How do I spell that word? Pause it now if you haven't done it yet, because I'm going to go through it. So it's a hard one because it's EX at the start, TR, M in the middle without split digraph either side. Extreme. Extreme. Okay? And the last one I want you to spell, and I'm going to tell you it's this E sound is priest. And I've told you that E sound because it doesn't follow the rule. Priest. Priest. Okay? There's the sound buttons for you. Priest. Okay, pause it if you haven't done it. But here we go. P R I E S T, priest. Okay, and those are our 8 words for spelling today. Okay, so what are we doing? Let's look at the activity for today. So there are 2 sheets. You don't actually need the second sheet. You could probably do it straight into your book, but I've given it to you just in case. So what we have here are some letter cards. These ones are all going to come at the beginning. The E sound is going to come at the end, and these E sounds, or these sounds, are going to come at the end. So we've got beginning, middle, and end. And what you're going to do is you're going to cut them all up, and you're going to make the words for me. Okay? Make as many words as you can, and either stick them on the second sheet, or you can stick them straight into your book. I don't know why I gave you the second sheet. You could just stick it straight into your book. So, for example, one of our words that we had was ch, e, f. So you would cut the word cards out and you would stick these in your book right next to each other, spelling the word chief. Okay, I want you to do that with as many as you can and stick them in your book. Any you've got left over, doesn't matter. In the recycling it goes. Okay, no sentences today. We're going to be doing some more sentences later on in the week, so I just thought you'd do some cutting and sticking, because that can take a long time, the cutting and sticking bit. Okay, you might even want to move on to something else and get mum or dad to cut these out and then come back to them later on. It's completely up to you, but you're cutting and you're sticking these, so the beginning, the middle, and the end, to make different words. Okay, and I will see you back tomorrow to see how you get on. Bye, guys.